Let me show you how it works.
Hi, my name is Aziz Diop. I'm a student at DAUST. Our project is wall climbing robot, and I'm in freshman one.
Hello everybody, my name is Hilm Sin. I'm in freshman one here at DAUST.
Hi, my name is Mohamed Mahtar Bite. I'm in freshman one at DAUST.
Our project is a wall climbing robot, so basically it's a robot that is inspired by the gecko's ability to stick to walls and walk through inverted surfaces. This could be very helpful from a business standpoint. It would help a lot in maintenance jobs, painting jobs, and it would be safer for workers as they would not be engaging in any dangerous activities.
Here is the prototype of our robot. So we have a central motor is the main part of the robot. This central motor will help the robot to stick to the wall. So we use suction. So this robot will suck the air that are on the wall, and then the robot will stick. But we need also to make the robot move. So we have two micromotors that are linked to the wheels. So the robot will be able to move while sticking to the wall. And in addition, we have an Arduino board and a LiPo battery and the ESC. The Arduino board is where we put the code for all the robot, how it should work, the timing and the direction. And the frame and all the parts you see here, the blue parts and the yellow parts, have been 3D printed. It took about 4 months to make this robot. We're working on Tuesdays and Thursdays since September, but sometimes we had to work during the weekends because the work was not we had to do more, and there wasn't time to waste. That's why we worked even in the weekends or the classes day.
So for this project, we used dynamics because we had to know the ratios of the forces so that the robot would stick to the wall and be able to move on it. We also used a lot of electronics, as you can see in the inside of the robot. We also made use of a lot of coding, which we were mostly new to with the Arduino card. And yeah.
And I just wanted to add that we had to design some pieces. So the 3D printed parts have been designed, so we learned how to do it. And as I said, there are a lot of electronics parts, and we had to learn how to make the connection between all those parts. And I think that's it.
We had to learn differences and which part does what and how to use them, and change some of the outlines of the 3D parts so that they would fit our project specifically.
One was gravity, because even if the vehicle stuck the remote on the wall, there was still gravity which was pulling down the robot. Also, we have how to share the power between the motors and the vehicle.
Yes, and also we had some problem with the 3D printed parts because some of them didn't fit, and we had to cut or to modify it. We even have to change the design of this central part because it didn't fit.
Yeah.
And also, what was the most difficult part was to connect the battery with this motor and the two micromotors. We had a lot of problem to do it, and finally we get these pieces, this electronic part, to make the link between all those parts.
The next step of our project is to change the design of the robot and give it 4 wheels. Therefore, it will be able to move along the ground, and when it comes near the wall, it will flip and climb the wall. Yeah, this is the next step.
Also be able to close it up and open it up to be able to change things. Some of the next steps also include calculating the thrust force to be able to add anything in the range of, for example, painting equipment or maintenance equipment, so that it's useful in a work environment.
Yes.
And also it can be used, the policeman can use it to
spy.
Like, spy, and you can use it for intelligence gathering to know what happened in a specific place. For example, if there is hostage taking somewhere, the policeman can know what happened there before they take into that place. And I think this could help them a lot in their operations. And same thing for the firefighters, to know what the situation. So
I think this project prepared us to be good engineers in the future, as it gave us a sense of what it will be like to have a specific deadline for a specific project, and responding to specific demands. For example, if this was like a company asking us to build a specific tool for them to use, for example, as maintenance, this has taught us how to respect deadlines, how to work through issues, and how to be able to make a prototype, to be able to show it and show advancement in the project, I guess. It also taught us a bunch of technical stuff, like, for example, I didn't know about Arduino coding before, so I learned that some electronic basics to be able to put the robot together, and like he said earlier, 3D modeling, 3D printing. Anything you guys want to add?
Yes, I just want to add, to bounce on what you've said. We had to modify a lot of pieces because it doesn't fit to what we wanted to have, because the first prototype, it's the first prototype, but it wasn't the proper one to do what we wanted to do. So we had to cut some parts, to modify a lot of stuff. So I learned a lot in the electronics because I didn't know anything about how to plug Arduino, LiPo battery, DC motors, and all this type of electronics. So I learned a lot, and I hope this will help me a lot for my engineering.
Yeah, for me, it made me realize that I am able to move something without touching it. Yeah.
And also we learned a lot how to work in group.
Yes.
It wasn't easy because I say we have to do this. He said no, we have to do this.
Yeah.
And we had to convince no, we have to do this.
Yeah.
It was a very nice experience, and I think it will be useful for when we will work for the future, because in a company, maybe he will have to do the electronics part, I will have to work on the mechanical, and he will do the code, so we'll have to work together.
Yes.
And it was a very nice experience, able to stick on the wall. For that, we had a fan that created a difference in pressure, and this difference in pressure will create a suction force. And this suction force is due to create a lower pressure between the atmosphere and this fan, and then the robot will be able to. Mais je peux pas parler.